Next, let's meet Jon Wangerin. Jon is a vice president at M&I Bank and very much involved in our community. Past president of the Janesville Noon Lions, Jon is chairing the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event for the second time this year. Jon, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Yuri. Thank you for having me.
It's a beautiful summer day in Janesville, and we're talking about things that are going to take place in late September, but this is a third year, I believe, of this fantastic event, so we can talk about this with a certain amount of predictability now.
Sure. What event is that, Yuri?
That would be a walk a mile in some tall heels.
Yes, YWCA, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, and while you're certainly welcome to wear tall heels, you know, we accept all kinds of shoes.
Well, those are the kind that you wore, so they just seemed like, you know, that's the bar that was set. But overall, you're so involved in the community. You were, what made you interested in being involved?
You know, I really enjoy being active in the community, meeting a lot of fun people, helping the community. But really, the motivating factor for me here is my family. You know, I love having my kids help me when I'm out and doing things in the community, and they take pride in it, and I take pride in them taking pride in it, and that's really what keeps me going.
It's a lot of pride.
Thank you.
You're involved with the Noon Lions Club?
Yes.
And you're a past president?
I am.
So that means you've been doing this for quite some time.
I've been with the Lions since 2000. It's a great group. Do a lot of neat things for the community, and especially in terms of site conservation. And I couldn't imagine being with any other club.
Well, I'm sure as a Lion that is wonderful to hear. Now, back to the big event, the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. How did you get involved in that?
I actually was asked to walk the very first year by Amy Lushing, who was on the board at the time, and she asked me the day of. I stopped and bought my shoes at a store on my way to the walk, and they were way too small, and I had blisters and my feet bled, and it was horrible. And
you never forgot that.
Yeah, I didn't. But you know, it was such a neat, fun event, and just for the small group that was there's only 20 or 30 guys. A lot of passion both for the guys that were walking and for the people that are there to support them. We really saw an opportunity to create this into a much larger community event and help the YWCA raise some dollars. So I agreed to chair it last year, and last year we went with a little over 80 walkers, and we raised $35,000. So I'm chairing it again this year, and we're looking for 150 walkers, and we're hoping to raise somewhere between $50,000 and $60,000.
And this year it's actually going beyond, far exceeding the scope of the last 2 years, because in the past it was in the downtown area, and this year you're taking it out to Pontiac Center.
This year, actually, Yuri, we're going out to Cutter Harley-Davidson Buell.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yes, we're anticipating at least 150 walkers. There is a celebration event after the walk where we feel we could have upwards of 350 or 400 people at the celebration event. And just from a group that size, there wasn't really a place downtown that could hold that many people for the celebration. So we did kind of take it out in the community to see where we could go, and Cutter has shown to be a great partner and willing to host us in their new pavilion.
It just says so much about your bravery to have 150 men walk around in heels around a Harley-Davidson dealership.
Well, you know, it's the strength in numbers, Yuri, so I don't know if I'd do it by myself, but I'll do it with 150 other guys.
That is a good thing. What kind of things is the money being raised for?
All the money that we raise goes to help the YWCA support the women and children who are victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. So you'll see the money going into their transitional living program, their women's empowerment programs, stuff like that, so they can help the women and children who are victims, unfortunately, of domestic violence, but they can also help educate the community to prevent that from happening.
Okay, and some of the walkers have you've got Bill Truman, I think, from the city council. I think he's very much involved in this event. And
yes.
Who are some of the other people that are heavily that you got involved in this?
Well, Yuri, we do have walkers coming from all walks of life and all parts of Janesville, from City Council with Bill Truman and yourself, to a number of local business owners, all the way down to some kids who are participating. My son Ethan walked with me last year. He was proud to do it, and he is one of the first 5 guys to register to walk again this year. So You know, it's not specific for any one group. Domestic violence affects everyone and everybody, and we invite all men to walk.
And afterwards, you're going to have an auction, correct?
Yeah, at the celebration event, there's also some more opportunities to help the YWCA raise money, and there is a silent auction of some art shoes that are decorated by local artists. There'll also be some other auction items that you typically see at silent auctions. Cutter is donating some things, and we're getting some things from other businesses in the community, from other sponsors. So yes, there'll be an opportunity at the celebration event to come and support the YWCA with purchasing an auction item, and if walking isn't necessarily for you, but hopefully we'll have all of the above with everybody.
A friend of mine actually has a very impressive museum of all things historical, Janesville, Burdett Erickson, and he's got, he purchased on the auction last year Bill Truman's shoes.
Yes, I was
that
there
are
actually.
The highlight of the exhibit.
I was there actually when Bill negotiated that deal, and if anybody saw Bill's shoes last year, they were 5.5-inch platform heels in sparkly pink, and Bill was a trooper to wear them, and Bill sold them to that gentleman, I believe, for a couple of $100s, and then donated those proceeds to the YWCA. And so that guy got a deal, and Bill got to really help us, and it didn't quite complete the ensemble. He had a pretty white skirt on that he's going to have to find some new shoes for this year, but it was a lot of fun.
I think that's exactly right. I think it's a lot of fun, and the event is for a good cause, and it's a very serious cause. Yep. But at the same time, the event itself is very uplifting. And as I recall, Chief of Police spoke at it last year, yep. And I imagine we're going to have some good speakers this year as well, because it is such a good cause, but it's such a nice opportunity for everyone to come out and to support it as well.
Well, Yuri, we haven't mentioned the date yet, and that's Friday, September 25th. Registration is from 4 to 5. And for anyone willing to register or to sponsor a walker, just go to YWCAWalkAMile.org, and you can pledge or register right online.
John, you're a fantastic promoter.
Thank you, Yuri.
Anything else you would like to mention that we forgot to ask?
No, I think we have it all covered. I encourage everyone to go onto that website and pledge Yuri and his walk this year, and we promise it'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.